Today we're going to be looking at elasticity, what makes a product elastic, the total revenue formula, and one of my own infamous examples, so lots of good stuff. If a product is elastic, that means if its prices were to change or fluctuate, then demand would have to change or fluctuate as well. Quantity demanded would change or fluctuate. For example, energy bars. If the price of energy bars were to fall, then quantity demanded, that's you would want more energy bars because you could get more energy bars for a lower price. What a deal. On the other hand, if a product is inelastic, that means if its prices were to change. So for example, if the price of medicine, that's medicine, if it rose, quantity demanded, that's maybe grandma, grandpa, they would still need the same amount of medicine. Quantity demanded would not change because they still need the same amount of medicine as they needed before the prices rose. And we're going to look at more examples of these right now. Now we're going to look some more into what makes a product elastic versus what makes it inelastic. A product would be elastic if it has substitutes or if it is a luxury. So for example, energy bars. If the prices of energy bars were to suddenly rise, then there are many alternatives I can get instead of those energy bars to get energy. I could get sports drinks to get energy. Snacks can give me energy. And my demand for energy bars would fluctuate. Energy bars are a luxury because if the prices were to suddenly rise for energy bars, I would think, do I really need energy bars to live? For me at least, that's a no. And my demand for those energy bars would fall. If a product is inelastic, on the other hand, it could be a necessity, like the medicine, or it could be cheap, like these toothpicks. So, a necessity means that it's absolutely vital to life. And medicine is vital to life. If the price of medicine were to fluctuate, demand for medicine would stay the same because people still need the same amount of medicine as they needed before. And if a product is cheap, like these toothpicks, let's say they cost 30 cents for a big old pack of toothpicks, if that 30 cents were to fluctuate to 40 cents, or go down to 20 cents, toothpicks are so cheap that I would probably just buy the same amount, and that would not make a very big dent in my checking book. The total revenue formula is really very simple, and it's just another way to determine elasticity of demand. So for example, let's say prices of whatever widget and total revenue rise in the equation at the same time. This means that the good is inelastic because let's say the price before the raise in price was 3 times the quantity demanded, let's just say that was 6, then that equals a total revenue of $18. Now, prices rose to 4 in this equation. And since the good is inelastic, that quantity demanded stays the same. And the outcome is more, $24. So you see that if prices and total revenue both rise, the good is inelastic. And if the good is elastic, just the opposite. Prices rise, so that causes quantity demanded to drop, which causes total revenue to drop. That would be for an elastic good. This is a graph I'm sure many of you have seen before. Price represented by the y-axis, quantity demanded by the x. The red line represents quantity demanded for phones, and the blue line represents quantity demanded for gasoline. We are going to use the total revenue formula to determine which good is elastic and which good is inelastic. So let's start with this nice point right here, 5, 5. For each of these goods, the price is 5, and the total revenue, not the total revenue, the quantity demanded is 5, which makes the total revenue 25. Now let's pretend that there was a $1 drop in the prices of each of these goods. So, the gasoline dropped to $4 per whatever, phones dropped to $4 per whatever. Let's start with the phones, I guess. At $4, quantity demanded is 10, which makes total revenue $40. There we go. For gasoline, at $4, quantity demanded is 6, which makes total revenue $24. In this equation, you see 25 is very different from 40, and also the quantity demanded jumped from 5 from this point all the way to 10, which made the total revenue very different. In this equation, the total revenue stayed generally the same to the 25 and the 24, making gasoline inelastic and phones elastic. I hope this helped you understand elasticity, and I will see you later for more videos.